Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I hope you are all well on this fine Monday. Oh, a chocolate mousse, but it has a derpy face. A very good warm up. Very interesting choice for warm ups. Well. Hello. Hello. We will get on to the warm up in just a moment. G'day, Sir Mouse. G'day. I hope you are doing well on this fine day. Gotta keep me on my toes. I feel like that is an apt and adequate warm up, I believe. We may as well jump across to it, see what we can do. For those of you wondering, this is, yes, of course. Wait, I'm great. I was gymming at like 5 a.m. today. Damn, that's pretty impressive. I love the dedication. I was in Torin stream. I was, yeah. I was definitely in Torin stream. You may have seen that. I may have seen it, yeah. I may have made it, mate. So I may have seen it once or twice. May have seen it once or twice. Yeah. You having like a shock? Bit of a culture shock at that? You were filming gym vids, yeah. Oh, that's good. I did hear about that, and that sounds well good. Gotta just clean up these files. Hope y'all don't mind. Which I was talking about being cautious. Oh yeah, about being cautious about, yeah, which is very good of you. Just because it's very easy to uh like it's I mean it's good of you to check and make sure, you're being conscientious with everyone, right? Um so that is good of you cuz like I don't think I'd have the confidence to do gym videos, and I also know at my gym specifically they have rules against it. Against like doing Jimmy Jim videos, or doing like filming in the gym just in general. They have kind of rules against. Um, so it is cool. It is cool that your gym allows that. I'm trying my best to actually sit more like properly now, but it's an adjustment as well. But I am keen to see those videos. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I think you should be allowed to film in the gym, but you gotta respect everyone's boundaries with it for sure. Yeah, and for somebody like Cryo, I know Cryo is very respectful in the gym. Having been to the gym with Cryo once before, like I know Cryo is the most respectful, you know? So I trust him. I trust Cryo to do, to do the right thing. But I've seen plenty of people who just aren't respectful. You do your best. Yeah. Cryo is very respectful in gym. As far as I have seen, I've been eyewitness to his respectability in the gym. We can't film around here without everyone's consent. It's a law now. That I think is fair, because I think if you are unwilling to ask for permission, then you shouldn't be videoing anyway. And in Australia, that is also the law, is that you actually have to have informed consent to film to film people. If it's to film like a crowd, then the rules are a little bit more iffy. But generally, you're not allowed to film people. That ain't the right. No, that ain't right color. Uh, I don't know Cryo personally, but he seems the type to take his gym career very seriously. Yeah, exactly. I can share my single leg press. Ooh, nice. Big legs doing leg things. Love it. I love to hear that. Depends if you're in a public space. However, gyms aren't a public space. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Gyms aren't a public space, so you got to have that. Well, it's kind of up to the gym whether they allow it or not. And I know personally my gym does not. It doesn't stop some people, of course, but um, generally the rule is like if they were to get caught, they'd be in big trouble. And I wouldn't want to do that anyway. I know the gym owner and I know the people who work there, and I'm just going to respect their wishes. Oh my, wait, hold on. Hold up, I gotta flip my fake flirt button to off. On my phone says Grey Masters Live. Sorry, guys, gotta go. Good, fair enough. Enjoy their stream. You do what you gotta do. Go entertain yourself however you need. And this is also chocolate mousse, but it has a derpy face, which is an interesting thought because it's mousse. There we go. Mousse, mousse, not mousse. Yeah, mousse as a chocolate mousse, not mousse. Unless, hold on, I could. If it is mousse, I could quickly fix that. Don't worry. Easy, easy problem to have. There you go. It's a chocolate mousse. I was making a joke. Don't worry, it's chocolate mousse now. We're good. We're sorted. We're sorted. It is a chocolate mousse in every sense of the word. We are safe. We are safe from critique. That is a chocolate mousse. If ever there was one. This looks like a viral dessert you'd get in Japan, actually. Yeah, yeah. There, I've seen plenty of things like that, and I think it's where I got the idea. There are these like molds of these like cat pudding molds that I saw plenty of in Japan. So that doesn't it wouldn't surprise me if they had something that looked like this. Oh, don't do anything cool. Ad currently running. I think we are done there. I want to try coffee jelly one of these days. You should. From what I remember, it is good. Oh, hello, Rathi. Enjoy your lurk. Gross. Oh, yeah, because you hate coffee. What was I thinking? What is music I can barely hear? Good point. Let me turn it up. Is this The Legend of Zelda Fairy? Yes, it is Legend of Zelda lo-fi. I'm just trying to find the right words. That is not the right one. We're doing warm shadows and cold shadows. That's what we are doing. Okay. Time to go through. Sounded familiar, but I couldn't quite focus on it. Yeah. Now you know. Now you know. Gotta do a little bit of this one. Okay. There we go. And then we do... Oh, jeez, wrong one. Nope. Again, wrong one. Wrong little button that I'm pushing. Okay. This is kind of all we need to do with the shadows. Yeah. Just add a little mountainside in the distance. You have a complaint? You have a complaint, do you? Voice it. No, go for it. Ratchet is too cute. That's your complaint? You got problems with Ratchet being too cute? Let me tell you, mate. You got bigger fish to fry. If that's your problem. Ratchet's... Oh, actually. I was going to say Ratchet isn't even the cutest character in this series. I don't think that's true. I don't want you to remedy it. I just thought you should know. Well, what am I supposed to do about that? What am I supposed to do about Ratchet being too cute? I can't do nothing. That's up to him. Sit with the knowledge. Yeah, ruminate on it, I guess. I'll let it feed away. Can't do nothing about that. He's always looked like this. I mean, well, give or take. It has varied. Shoot. Been working with Blender all day, so I'm like, my brain is in Blender mode. And all the, like, commands and stuff that go with that. Trying to do 3 things just to hit, like, paint bucket. Which I understand as far as an application like that would work, but it has led me to be like, the hell am I supposed to make this all work? Blenders are for smoothies? Yes, you are correct there, Rafe. Sorry, Chris. I saw Rafe at the end. Yeah, sit with there and think about what you've done. Yeah, I'm not gonna formally apologize, that's for sure. I don't give a dang. My brain feels like it got stuck in a blender. Oh no. That's not good. You don't need that, Rafe. And smoothies are soups. That's true, yeah. Smoothies are soup. I actually brought it up at work recently. I think we were doing a quiz and it was like what is this. Oh wait, like it was like a word and it's like this is a type of food, but what type of food is it? And we none of us knew. And I was like, it could be a sauce or it could be a soup, but a sauce is basically just soup but less of it. Cold soup. Mouse hates those. I no, I just don't understand gazpacho. Don't take my words out of context. I don't hate cold soup. I just don't understand gazpacho. Why would you choose to have a cold gazpacho when you could have a warm soup? I don't hate anything. I don't have enough patience in my heart to hate things. You know? Ice cream is a very cold soup. That's a good point. I feel like that is a reasonable argument for ice cream. For me, the difference between soup and sauce is you're meant to eat a lot of soup and you're only meant to have a little sauce. Well, meant is a strong word. In this context, meant to is a very strong word. I don't think it tracks though. You're not meant to have sauce on its own, really. But some people do. You know what I'm saying? But then I also only use a tiny bit of sauce depending on the type. That's fair. But what if I have a lot of sauce but little soup? Well, I don't know. You shouldn't really be having sauce with soup because that's just having more soup. Really, realistically speaking, you're just having more soup. So if you've got like, I don't know, what would you have? If you're having like a sausage and you got tomato sauce on that, and you've also got soup, then maybe if you put that tomato sauce covered sausage in the soup, then you've just added tomato to your soup and a sausage, but that's like a garnish. Unless it's buffalo sauce, in which case I'm teaching my chicken to swim. That's fair. People put cream on top of pumpkin and tomato soup. That's true. That's fair. But that's like a garnish. Like I'm saying, that's a garnish. And it's more solid. It's more solidified. Barbecue sauce in a chicken soup. Ooh, that'd be nice actually. Is tomato soup a sauce if I use it to dip a cheese toasty? I would say yes, because like I said, sauce is just less soup. Wait, no, sauce is just concentrated soup. You know? It's like focused soup. What kind of cream are you eating that's solidified? Well, you don't. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You're not putting mayo as soup. Yes, yes, mayo is technically soup. I feel like we've gone too deep into this to deny it, and it's this has all been leading to anyway. So, yeah, mayo is soup. Is that? Oh no, it's fine. Ooh, that's fine. Tomato sauce is also a soup. Yeah. You guys are catching on. Yeah. Yeah, cult is a soup, technically. If sauce is soup concentrate, not a soup I'm gonna eat. Why not? Why not? I hate tomato. Oh, that's fair enough then. You know what? Fair enough. No judgment. Then putting chocolate topping on ice cream is just mixing two sauces together. I mean, isn't chemistry just that? Isn't most chemistry just that? Realistically speaking, chemistry is just mixing sauces of different consistencies. Is satay a soup? It's a really good question. I don't think I can give you a good enough answer for that. Me personally, I would say yes, but I'm biased on that. Is Vegemite a soup? No, I think let's draw a line in the sand. It's got to be a certain consistency to be soup. I would say Vegemite is like stock. It's like it could be soup, but only once mixed with something more liquidy. You know, it's like a stock. It's like chicken stock, vegetable stock. Vegemite is definitely a stock. Exactly, exactly. So when I make coffee drinks, I'm doing chemistry. Yeah, yeah. Like, not even joking. Yes, technically you are doing chemistry when you make stuff like coffee. It is chemistry in its most, you know, rudimentary form. Like, really astute observation there, Rafe. I miss all the flavors we had at the Dunkin'. Brutal. That sucks. I feel for you, buddy. I am not partial to a Dunkin' Donut, so I actually have no emotions in regards to this situation. But that is tragic. That being said, I'd rather meet the isekai truck than work at a Dunkin' ever again. That's fair. I think that is fair, yeah. I think if you ever work retail, I don't think you ever, oh, not retail, but I guess that's hospitality. If you ever work hospitality, you probably never want to work it again. If you get out, you don't want to get back in, right? It ain't fun. I worked hospitality, worked in kitchens and as a waiter, worked as a waiter in a cocktail bar. That doesn't look right. That looks okay. Had fun doing the work management. Management just made it insanely stressful. I bet. I do not envy you there. once overheard our boss telling the guy taking over her job to never try to work around people's schedules because if you do, the employees will take advantage of you. Oh, that's a bad sign. Well, that's just a sign that people, like, that kind of person was never meant to be a good manager as well. Well, they were never going to be, you know, because they just lacked basic human empathy. Just the basic human understanding. For sure, yeah, yeah. It's like people like that don't fully understand that, you know, the people working for you are human. And sure, maybe some people might take advantage of it, but it's not something like, oh, you just punish everybody else for it as well. She was awful and would go on a screaming rant at anyone. Ah, they seem like the kind of people who maybe lack those genuinely important social skills. You know? There are people who think that they have, like, that they've got good social skills, but then just, like, snap. So they don't have those, you know, strong management, like, focused social skills. Hit him with the bruh, this is a Duncan. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not that serious, surely. So this is a Wendy's. Exactly. It's like it is not and should not be taken that seriously. This is not, we're not, yeah, you're not changing the world, or it's not a high stress environment, or it shouldn't be a high stress environment. You know, this isn't the bear. Oh, hydrate. Let me just quickly grab me some color and then I'll hydrate. Y'all better be hydrating now while you can. Let me reach across and grab me water. Delicious. Delicious, delicious hydration. Okay. Is there anything I'm missing? Other than the moss. Okay, that is the same color. Good. Wasn't sure. It looked very different. Okay, I think we're good. So let's start on this moss. Kinda gotta undo a lot of the work I have already done. Which is fine. It bothers me very little. Okay. Right, there we go. Oh, hello. Apologies for that. I didn't really notice that I had been called upon. I was just summoned into the drawing chair. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is well. Thank you for redeeming a little bit of drawing time. Give Grey Mouse a bit of time to relax, take a little breather, have his precious hydration. Makes sense. Gotta take his breaks where he can. It's all very important. And you all gotta make sure that you take your breaks where you can too. Now, does that look right? Me not know. I don't know. I'm not an artist. I don't draw. Not the same way. Anyhow. Let's just fill that in. There we go. Ratchet, why not draw yourself more muscular? You don't know what I'm working with under all this armour. I'm pretty buff. If I do say so myself. Got a few muscles hidden here and there. Create a world you want to live in. I like this world. It's a good one. How much does you bench, Cryo? Because I bet I bench more than you. Where's to muscle musical trees? These trees are pretty musical. They're pretty whimsical, that's for sure. Prophet Tree has a lot of very powerful abilities. Maybe not musical ones, but certainly magical. That's for sure. That's for true. Create a random sack of gold for your travels. I'm pretty well off. I don't need that much money. I live off the land, like most of us, you know? I got it pretty good, you know? Pretty good, pretty easy. I can bench 112. I think that's your heaviest. Oh, that's rough, mate. Because I can lift 113. So I probably can bench a little bit more than you. Not go for you, for your pops and your friends who run the tavern. Run the tavern. Oh, that's true. They'd probably appreciate the gold. That makes sense. 113 what? 113 weights. Ratchet, what's my favourite soup? Panned. Yeah, 113 panned. Yes, that's it. That's the one. My favourite soup. I'm partial to a gazpacho. I'm only joking. I know that's a cold soup. That's actually not quite as pleasant as I would think it would be. I like a chicken noodle soup. That's my favourite soup. Easily. Put in a good word for me with Pops. I'll try my best. I haven't seen my Pops for a little while, so I can't promise I'll remember next time I see him. But if I do see him soon, I'll let him know. Let him know that you were asking after him. Oh wait, it was Doc, not Pops. Oh, my uncle. Okay, well, I'm seeing him soon. I could chat with him. Could let him know that you were thinking of him. I think he'd appreciate someone uh, thinking of him. Ooh. Just before Ratchet left, he hit the shift button and made a big bulge of daffodil and like what's it called, spore on the sketch pad. Thanks, Ratchet. Oh wait, actually, gotta take that off and then. I like this part of the drawing because it's very simple, very straightforward. He's run off. He's gone. He's disappeared into the distance. It's 12 a.m. Damn. So naturally, the dog wants to play fetch. Naturally, yeah. That's a normal time for fetch. That's fine. I'll admit, I did not think anyone would be romantically interested in Doc. That's for sure. But hey, each to their own. Each to their own. No judgment. That being said, maybe a little judgment. I've written that character. I'm surprised. That's pretty much that done. Except for this one part that I missed completely. He says judging. There's no judgment in what I was saying. It's just surprise. It's not judgment for me to be sickened by. No, I'm joking. What else? What is the button? That's the button. No judgment. No judgment at all. Okay, draw me a villain to fall in love with instead then. I have. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check something with you. Then. Let me check. I've got some villains. Do you want to see? Do you want to see my selection of villains? Hit him with the villain. My one weakness. Yeah, I already have them. I started writing this comic like a year ago. No, a year prior to drawing it, so I already have stuff prepped. There is something I will need to check before I show. Just realized that there's a bit of overlap on the moss, which is not ideal. So I might have to go through and just erase a little bit. I'll show you the villains in a second, though. Some of the villains. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Just as a question, Rafe, how much of the comic have you read? Because I don't want to spoil anything for you. For that matter, if anyone hasn't read the comic, you might want to look away as I show some characters off. I'm actually going to just erase around and really should have constrained with the line work. But then again, I also know that clean up the boot. My back on my. Oh! Hello! Hello, hello. Hold on. You know how much of the comic I've read? Oh, that's true, that's true. Hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Scarscape the Griffin, for the raid and the follow. It's so lovely to meet you. Let me quickly give you a shout out. How are you? What were you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. June to June, lovely to meet you. Hello, hello all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an Australian illustrator, currently working on a comic. But what were you working on? Were you playing video games? Were you doing art? Tell me. Let me do a bit of a zoom out to show you what I was working on, or what I am working on. So this is currently the first page of the 4th chapter. So we're currently following a little goblin named Ratchet as he forms a team of goblins to steal gold from giants. This team will be known as the Beanstalk Brigade, and this comic is known as Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade. is based on a D&D campaign that never had a conclusion, so we're going to find a conclusion through the comic. You love the comic? Oh, thank you so much, Solemn Organic. I appreciate it. I'm flattered. You love comic. That is very flattering for me. I really appreciate it. Welcome all. Get comfortable in the soup. My community is known as the soup. And you are all more than welcome to grab yourself a bowl and have a little sit in the sauna or the soup bowl. Everywhere is welcome. Hello, presently. We were drawing a snake today, part of working on shirt designs. Oh, that's cool. Well, if you have any art to show off, please feel free to drop a link in the chat. Links are completely welcome. Feel free to drop them in there and let us know what you do. Starscape was working on a snake piece and enlightening us about digital and photography work. Ooh, you're a photographer. Sorry, my brain was going, you're a digital photographer. No, you're a photographer. That's super cool. Link. Thank you, Cryo. Thank you for the link. That is a good link. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm currently fixing up a bit of squiffy line work. We were speaking yesterday, technically 2 days ago, about different snakes, and I told him one of my favorites was a false water cobra. He looked it up and loved it and decided to start drawing it. That's super cool. False water cobra. That's a fantastic name for a snake as well. As an Australian, I think you can all understand we call our snakes something a little less imaginative, like brown snake and red-bellied black snake, things like that. So if it's got a good name, I'm sold on it. My God, speaking of snake, remind me in a bit to tell you about the snake issue. For sure, I will let you know, Rafe. Someone remind me to remind Rafe. What makes it a false cobra? Good question. What makes it a false cobra? Blue-tongued skink is my favorite Australian critter. Ooh, yes, they are cute. Blue-tongued skink, blue-tongued lizard, I think. But ultimately very, very cute. As a amateur heptologist as a kid, I was a huge fan of lizards. I had a central bearded dragon when I was a kid. Big fan. Big fan. All things reptilian was a big fan for a while. It's not usually venomous like an actual water cobra, however it does have a toxic saliva that helps immobilize their prey. That's wild. That's super cool. I do digital photography mostly. I only do film work when I can get my hands on film for my old cameras. Ooh, excellent. Well, I love film photography. So if you like, out of sheer curiosity, what kind of film cameras do you have? I have a bunch of Kodak brownies just as collector's items, but I also use a Zenza Bronica, and then I also use a Nikomata. I mean, I wanted to know if a red-bellied brown snake was poisonous. They are, yes. The name would be helpful to remember how to identify it. It is poisonous, yes, Chris. That one's a cutie, yeah. Venomous, not poisonous, two different things. Yes, venomous, not poisonous. Poisonous it's poison if you eat it. That's the one. We have blue-bellied lizards where my grandma lived, and I guess they're the reason why we don't have much lime in the PNW. I don't know what that is. It's very interesting that we actually have a snake here in the States called red-bellied snake, and it's super small and not venomous. That's interesting. That is, you don't want to get those two mixed up, clearly. Like, absolutely don't want to get them mixed up. Oh. Pacific Northwest. Thank you. Thank you for that, Rafe. I'm terrible with acronyms? Question mark? Let me fill that in ever so quickly. I should know the difference of venomous and poisonous with my mum being a nurse, but oh well. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. So like Washington, Oregon, Cali. Ah, okay. Does Cali count? Probably. Yes, it does. I count it. Yeah. Yeah. That counts. As far as I'm concerned, yes. If you say it counts as an Australian, I think it counts. Like I'm gonna trust that it counts. Not I'm gonna say it counts. I have no authority over that. Absolutely none. There's a type of snake that is both venomous and poisonous because of what they eat. That's pretty cool. I think that's a really nice assurance that you're gonna be safe as that if you are that snake. Well, not safe, but like you're gonna get revenge. Some form of revenge in this situation. As a creature of slight spite, I like it. Um, I have a Kodak Brownie with film. Awesome, awesome. I'm still trying to get film for my vintage Polaroid land cameras. Excellent. Most of the rest of my collection is a random mix of cameras. That's fair. I think I am prone to just getting cameras that I think are beautiful. So I have, yeah, I have a ton of Bronicas, not Bronicas, brownies. Just because I like them, they were my first like film camera that I ever got. I don't. Have really struggled to find brownie film because it's been long discontinued. But I do love it. I have one roll left, but I keep it as like a collector's item. Uh, that Snake ain't playing games. Snake is like, you're going down either way. So you may have just woken up. Well, good morning, Silent. Welcome, welcome. I hope you slept well. That's if you find them in the wild, but in captivity you can feed them whatever, and they're not truly venomous. They have a toxic saliva like the false water cobra does. That's pretty cool. I guess the lizards here eat ticks, and there's a protein in their body that destroys the Lyme disease bacteria. That's actually super interesting. That is super interesting. And good for them. They're not getting Lyme's disease. It's a bit of a win. So truly venomous snakes, their fangs are hollow, and inside the hall of fangs has a groove that goes directly into the back of their head, where there is a venom sac with mildly venomous. Their teeth are rear fanged, and that's more of a toxic saliva that doesn't do anything to humans other than localized swelling, bruising, and depending on level of toxicity, diarrhea for like a day. Interesting. It would be very unpleasant, like a very unpleasant experience to be bitten by something like that. Damn it. It's overfilled again because of the line. Dang it. That's fine. I'll have to do. Yeah, as far as I can see it, that will have to do. Yeah, it's like such minute, unnoticeable stuff, but it I gotta make sure it's right. Save that. Found my brownie film with some difficulty a while back at the Kodak store. The employee didn't know what the brownie was. Yeah, it really is getting like that. I got super lucky with my film. The film that I did get because they had just bought an order of it and they were like, "Oh yeah, we've got some. Um, you're welcome to buy it if you want, but I can't promise there will be more." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And it looks really cool, but yeah, because of its sheer scarcity, I moved on to the Bronica and then to the Minolta, the Nickel Mat. Looks like a Minolta, but the Nickel Mat, which I like a lot. And also, in order to get envenomated, they would have to be nine. Oh, have to be nine. Chew on your finger for up to 5 minutes, which no one is going to do that. Yeah, fair. So did I tell you my D&D character lost his flying snake the other day? Oh no, that's tragique. That poor snake. No, I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, I get what you mean. Have to be gnawing on your finger. Oh, that would suck. That wouldn't be fun. I might actually make this its own layer, because I want that outline for those leaves. I don't really want it to mesh in with the moss. Leaves. Silly question: is the warm up uh, a moose moose? Yes. Yeah, we wanted to avoid any kind of confusion, so it's a moose moose, a chocolate moose moose, and also hello presently. How you doing? Honestly, I'd rather have a snake bite me like than another type of reptile. That's fair. You don't want a crocodile biting you. That sucks. I requested a moose with a derpy face, then made a joke about how it was a moose, not a moose, and Gray fixed it. Yeah, exactly. We want to make sure I do the warm up correctly. So we're gonna add moose moose. Uh, oh, not at all. No, yeah, you wouldn't want to get bit by a crocodile. Crocodile's probably, I would say, maybe the worst thing you want to get bit by in the reptilian, like in the family reptile. That's for sure. It's brilliant. Oh, thank you. I do what I can. Do what I can. We love a bit of moose. It's made me hungry for moose now as well, which is Rafe's fault. Supposed to not be hungry for moose all the time. Uh, for some reason, the day after at work, someone left a plastic snake on the ground outside, and it's been there for 3 days. Oh, that's weirdly symbolic. Doing all right, doing some clean, just doing some cleaning. Fair enough. Be productive. Good on you. Funny enough, when a snake bites you and draws blood, the blood coagulates fast due to a protein in their bite that actually helps it heal faster. That's very odd, very interesting as well. Because surely not. Surely it shouldn't. But I guess if it does, it does. Komodo dragon for your consideration. Good point. That is probably worse, or at least pretty dang bad. Well, today someone took it. I watched them grab it, and now I got beef with this person. We love a good Komodo dragon. No, Komodo dragons are dangerous. And I'm talking about non-venomous and mildly venomous species. Yeah, interesting. It's like mosquito bites that inject you with a certain chemical so that you don't feel the bite. I might I might diminish the amount of leaves. There's maybe too many leaves. Just feels a little too cluttered. Just bring it down ever so slightly. We don't need quite so many leaves. Just trying to figure out a nice looking composition. We don't want to overdo it, you know? And I'm talking on it. Oh my god, I forgot I have a tarot. You do have a tarot. Yes, truly venomous. I think the same, but you need the anti venom, obviously. Yeah. Oh, okay. And truly venomous. Okay, so the truly venomous do that. Oh, we got a tarot. Star, Devil, Justice. Star, Devil, Justice. Star, devil, justice. Justice. Alright. Those are pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Solemn. I made them myself, and now as a result, we kind of do tarot every so often on the stream. So Rafe has pulled a tarot. Let us begin. So we start with your past tarot. What represents your past? That being the star. This represents hope, renewal, and optimism, which is a good sign. Your past was filled and symbolic of hope. Renewal, so you probably went through a new phase in your life. And optimism, so things looked positive. If we jump quickly to your present, the Devil Tarot. Interesting. Interesting present to have, one would say. This one is representative of primal urges and desires. So you have, in your present, been seduced by primal desires. If I were to look at this critically, you have recently come to know about the character Doc. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. So it has to be your tarot. Clearly, this is your fortune. So clearly, your past had some optimism in it, some hope in it, but your present, you've been overcome by primal desires. We've been talking about Doc, and it is evident that this is your tarot. The tarot cards never lie, and if we look further into the future, your future representative of justice, which in itself is representative of balance, fairness, and truth, in order to achieve spiritual growth. This may in turn mean that you may not necessarily get what you hope for, but you will achieve what you need, if that makes sense. You will find what you need, and it may not be what you particularly are looking for or what you know based on your past, but it is what you need. It will be fair. It will bring balance to your life. So as long as you maintain on the path, you will find balance. Thank you for redeeming the tarot. The tarot never lies, see? It knew. The cards knew about your love and admiration of Doc. And therefore, it told us about it. The tarot is always right. Never makes a mistake. And it is oftentimes very optimistic because we don't have any reverse tarot. So the tarot are more often than not very positive. Now, I think before we got raided, I was going to talk about the villains, but I might save that for later. We can just have a chat and chill out for a little bit longer. Because the talk about the villains will coincide with those tarot cards, because I have a tarot card for each and every single character, essentially. So as you could see, Armella is Judgment. So she is representative of the Judgment Tarot. I thought it was Armella judging you. No, Armella's not that judgmental. She's a little judgmental. But she's kind of, supposed to be. It's kind of her job. And that's okay. But yeah, each character of note in the series has a tarot card. And each linked to its respective meanings and deeper meanings. So Armella is representative of balance, because she is, for those who don't know, she will be the captain of the Guard of Timberstone, and it is not only her job to bring order, but also balance and fairness to the town of Timberstone. So as a result, we have a character like Armella, representative, and fairly representative of justice. She was like, dang, this guy's obsessed with Doc, that's sus. I don't think she'd care. I think all that matters to her is people are happy and safe. That's always kind of been my perspective on Armella. Is that she probably only cares about she cares most of all about people's happiness. That's how Nox is. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. It's a nice character kind of characteristic to have with characters. No, I was gonna check something about he's my protection style fighter boy. Yeah, I think I remember us talking about them. But I think they're cool. I think they're alright. Now I want to just quickly check this specific character. Okay, cool. So his name is not what I think it is. Good. So if I type in, it's gonna work. Yep. Okay. So blocked Punga. Just an ad coming up. Don't worry about that. So if we look at this character, they're known as the Lurker. They appear in Chapter 1, having appeared in Ratchet's Dreams. So we don't know a lot about this guy. However, we have reason to believe that he has the ability to jump into people's dreams. Yeah, and Ray, if you've got him, that's his emote as well. If you were to use the command lurk in this chat, you will also find that an eye appears somewhere on the screen in the overlay. This is because this character has the ability to jump into other people's dreams and kind of spy on them. So we don't know what this character is doing. There you go. Thank you, X-File. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. Top right. Top right. Look. Also, you can kind of hear the music in the background. That is actually composed music for this particular character as well. It's quite quiet because I didn't want it being too loud, but you can hear it. You can jump into your dreams anytime. Yep, I suspected you would. Yeah. So I actually do have composed music for each super important character. So Ratchet has a theme song. The Beanstalk Brigade has a theme song. This character has a theme song. And I'm currently working with my composer friend, Mike, to make a song for Dogen. My dreams are really, really weird though. He might want to leave. If your dreams are really, really weird though, he would probably feel more compelled to stay because he has a curiosity about people. And so if you have weird dreams, hey, you got a better likelihood that he will stick around. This is kind of who he is. It'll make sense as you read on. So far, we've only ever seen him in dreams. Though. So he doesn't appear in person yet. He hasn't appeared in person yet. But yeah, this is the music. And I think I've put the full song in the Redeem currently. So you can kind of hear it. It's one of my favorite songs because it just sounds so good. And my mate Mike is just a legend when it comes to this kind of stuff. I think I got the opportunity to name the song, so I named this one Laudanum, which again is a tonic that was used to help people sleep. So you can kind of understand that a lot of his character and characteristics in this series is dream based. and he has taken a particular interest in Ratchet as well, as just a point of interest. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I really like it. I really like this song. And Dogen's one I'm really looking forward to as well. Because a lot of my notes on the Dogen song had similarities to that guy's song. Those being that it, I want, because you can hear like subtle screams in that character's song. So I wanted instead like operatic music for Dogen's. So I'm really excited to hear that one. But we shall see. We shall see how it turns out. Well, as I stated earlier, Ratchet is too cute, so I understand his interest. Yeah, he's curious about Ratchet because Ratchet is just so dang cute. Yeah, that's probably it. I think you've hit the nail on the head, Rafe. It's because Ratchet just too cute. I think everybody understands that, though. I think that's this page done, actually. So we're gonna have to move on. Cracked it all in one. Yeah, that's the running theme for this one. For this whole comic is that people just find Ratchet really cute, and so as a result, I don't know, like they wanna get him, they wanna get him. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, I do know. I'm the only one who does. But you gotta trust me when I say, oh, who knows? Who knows what it could be? Ooh, very mysterious. You know? So we're moving on to the next page. Ratchet is a cute murder pillow. I don't know what those words together mean. Murder pillow? Cute murder pillow? What does this all mean? How many adoptive parents does Ratchet really have? Be honest. Do you want to know truthfully? Do you want me to tell you truthfully how many adoptive parents Ratchet has? Well, Gray's back. What? I was gone? Oh, Ratchet was in. I thought like my stream had disappeared. I thought it had been banned for spoiling my own comic. You want to know? You want to know seriously? So spoiler free. Oh, not spoiler free. If it's spoiler free, I can't tell you. If it's with spoilers, it's true. I reported you. Damn it, Rafe. Spoilers. Yeah, everybody. Just so you know, just a upfront spoilers in the chat. With spoilers. Yeah, I reported you too. Damn it, Chris. Don't report me. I want to remain here. Twitch is a really good tool for me to maintain on my comic. What the hell? What the hell? So with spoilers, Ratchet has 2 adoptive parents. Oh, ad currently running. Oh no! Don't report me. Oh no. The ad came up just as I tell people how many parents Ratchet has. Ratchet, yeah, so in the series, Ratchet has 2 adoptive parents. So, yes. He is not just adopted by a single father. If you catch my drift. The ad runs, no one ever gets to hear it. No one hears it. No one learns of Ratchet's parentage. He's adopted by 2 single fathers living in 2 different towns. Got it. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. Any more than that, and I would actually be spoiling it. So, you don't get to know. Beyond that. He's like a cat who keeps running to different houses to eat dinner. Yeah, kind of. In a sense, yeah, but that means 2 dinners. And they're 2 different towns in 2 different galaxies. Potentially. We don't really, like, I've not really given anyone a scope of the world yet. So it could be galaxy hopping madness. That's for sure. But during the finale, they'll come together and share a kiss that saves the world. Maybe. Maybe. Have you been reading my manuscript? No, I wouldn't spoil it. I wouldn't want to spoil something like that. Come on, give me that curve. Yep. There we go. There we go. I never expect crazy spoilers from you anyway. I'm gonna keep it very down to earth, and I'm not gonna spoil anything that's like beyond the realms of understanding right now. And I think there are some people who maybe have suspicions or theories about who Ratchet's parents are anyway. So I don't feel like it's beyond the realms of possibility to disclose just that fact. Also, hello, welcome back to all of you who were in the ad break. To those of you who we lost during the ad break, welcome back. Although, if you don't mind just telling specifically me about any character deaths for important characters, sure, I'll happily tell you character deaths. Sheep Boy is not a parent of Ratchet. Not that we know of. Also, hello, Sheep Boy. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get comfy. In the soup. And tell us about your day. I'm suddenly very suspicious of Sheep Boy. No! Don't be suspicious. Sheep Boy is nothing but truthful. Truthful and just. As far as I have been able to tell. I don't take character death well if I'm not mentally ready for it. My day has just begun. Fair enough. Well, then I hope it goes well. What was I going to say? Then in that case, if genuinely you don't feel like you don't take character death well, then let me know and I'll let you know about character deaths before they happen, or when the chapter is released that involves a character death. Let me tell you, you're gonna feel pretty rough after what you said about Ratchet being cute, because spoilers. No, I'm joking. I can't even pretend to joke like that. That's terrible. Gonna break too many people's hearts if I say something like that. That's usually why I don't like reading unfinished works. That's fair. And that I can understand. Though will accommodate to it. Cool. Can you imagine if I like the amount of people I would annoy? Like the amount of angry messages I would receive if I did just kill Ratchet off? Like awful, awful. And terrible writing as well. Like that's a terrible writing practice as well. I wouldn't do that. Not without due cause. Or not unless it was like poetically necessary, if that makes sense. So like because goblins live a shorter lifespan, the thought of Ratchet, you know, aging out most of the other like humanoid characters in this series is a possibility. Is a real possibility. Like he could become an old man in the series and pass away of old age in the series, but that would be poetically very melancholy. Would you like me to kill him off? Oh my goodness. I just don't like reading unfinished series because George R. R. Martin exists. Yeah, exactly. I would want to finish this series before I did anything drastic, like made an animated series. I'll take the emails. No. some of those messages would be from yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Being the creator, wouldn't it hit you the hardest? Yeah, it would suck. Like genuinely. And because I've been writing on this series for a year prior to even illustrating it, I know I know the characters who are going to die in the series. And a lot of them, it was like I've been writing their character arcs. I've been writing, all these like bits and pieces for the series, and then I've gotten to this point. I'm like, it makes the most sense for this to happen, but I'm actually really unhappy about it. But that's also kind of the right, like, then I realize I'm doing the right, like, a good job because it is brutal and it does suck, and like I'm unhappy about having to, not having to, choosing to kill this character off, but also I know that it is the most um, literarily reasonable thing to do with this character's arc. Or if I cut off the arc before it reaches like a satisfying point, then you're gonna hate whatever took that character out because you don't feel like the character got closure. And that's kind of good writing wise, but personally, that sucks. I don't I don't usually believe in the Facebook is watching you conspiracy, but they really just hit me with a book series that actually gave me that issue. Oh no. Oh no. That's a bad sign. Oh god. And because I've been doing screenwriting for years, and I've been avidly enthusiastic about writing for many, many years. So I know how to write, and I know how to write in a way that is, emotionally thematic. But as someone who enjoys reading, it's brutal to write a story and know where it's going, and know where it's going in a sense that, oh, I know what needs to be done, you know? And like, me, I would love to have a story where everybody's happy and everything goes well. However, that doesn't have kick to it. I need a story with a bit of kick. So I'm gonna get some characters to kick the bucket. I used to have these two characters who I had really marked off as dead before the story even happened, and at the time I was fine with it. Then I developed their son's character more and was shattered by their deaths. Yeah, exactly. It's brutal, but it has more emotional strength and validity if you treat them as a character who's not, a sacrificial lamb, but as a character with point, pomp and purpose and importance to the story. If you treat them like that, and then you go, well, if they're gonna die off in the series, then, or if someone's gonna die off in the series, who would be the one to like sacrifice themselves or do this and that, or make this choice, maybe selfishly or selflessly, to be the one to sacrifice themselves. And you go, oh, it'd be this one, it'd be this person, and you're like, okay, now I start writing stuff around that and building that part. Oh, sweet baby Rafe's parents. Oh dear. That is tragic. It's part of writing a good story. It's all part and parcel. Brutal, but necessary. Technically, they're not dead, but they got turned into a statue of pure seraphonite, and Rafe sits and talks to them like they're able to hear him. Yeah, brutal, but no, good, good. I like it because it's emotionally shattering. And hey, I like a happy story. Don't get me wrong. But I also love a story that's emotionally brutal. Spoilers for Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade. It's not gonna be a walk in the park. Just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. There's gonna be some bits that are gonna be pretty tragic. I don't actually think anything about this story is happy. Oh, your like Rafe's story or Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade? Because if so, no, it's mostly happy, but there are gonna be bits. You mean my story? No, there are gonna be happy bits. Don't you worry. There will be plenty of happy bits, but there will also be plenty of sad bits. It's about finding balance. Oh, your story. Okay, fair. But also, yeah, just as a promise, it's not gonna all be. It's not gonna just be brutal sadness the entire time. There's gonna be some happiness. I said, yeah, when you said Rafe. Ah, fair enough. I don't know. I can store the chat goes at a million miles per hour for me. There's a delay, but even so, I'm making you that promise now. It's not a spoiler, but there will be happy moments. Every so often, there will be happy moments. I'll sprinkle them in here and there. I only watch the shows that give me the feels. Excellent. Like croutons. Exactly, Rafe. Yes. The entire Ratchet and the Beanstalk Brigade is essentially a big soup with many, many croutons of sadness and happiness in my soup, yeah. I only watch shows that give you the feels. Well, then, yes, I can promise you, you will be getting those feels. Do not worry at all presently. Rat Baby is going to have cathartic, positive moments as well. It's going to have huge highs and also terrible crashing lows. Because that's the only way I know how to write a story. You get to fall in love with a bunch of characters who are really cool and I really enjoyed writing for, who will, grow and develop as the story goes on and will have wins and losses, things like that. But then also, you will also have characters who you will grow to love and they're gonna let you down or they'll die or things like that. There's no in between. I mean, there is in between. There will be in between. You know what I mean? Me watching the episodes of Adventure Time that rip my heart out. Yeah, like watching the Futurama Jurassic Park episode, which always makes me cry. You get some of the good and then some of the tragic. It's all part of it. A hard same. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You get it. But it's good. It adds variety to the day. It changes things up. Gives you a little bit of a jolt. It's great when I need a good cry. Exactly. You gotta kind of let those feelings out every now and then. Otherwise, you're gonna just feel overwhelmed. I prefer to keep those feelings in. Sheep boy, you gotta have a bit of a cry every now and then. Gotta let those feelings out. I prefer to cry in public and make people uncomfortable. Well, that I don't condone. But hey, you do what you gotta do. You as well. Give me mundane run-of-the-mill TV that has no emotional weight any day. Okay, well, hey, that's up to you, but It's a wild stance to take, that's for sure. But hey, it's your stance to take. So you do you. TV that is worse than watching The Wall, that's for you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, someone's got to watch it, right? It's a joke because I'm a people pleaser and could never. Oh, Rafe. But I get that. I don't think I would or could cry in public, if I'm being real. And I don't think I would particularly want to either, knowing me. Uh, my cousin likes to send voice messages of herself crying, and it's like, I'm not listening to this. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's um, interesting. An interesting choice of things to do, for sure. No judgment at all, but also a little bit of judgment. Oh, we gotta hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate, gang. Take care of yourselves. Don't want you feeling dehydrated on today of all days. National Don't Get Dehydrated Day. I'm hydrating with tea. That's good enough. That's more than good enough. That's great. Gonna quickly grab some water. Hell yeah. Sweet, sweet taste of drink. I have completely forgotten about the stone that is connected to this tree. There we go. And there's going to be more detail to add for those bits, but kind of just focusing on what I've got. It's 8:50 a.m. There's no time for hydrating alcohol. Good, good. Hydrate with something else. Tea. You don't need alcohol to hydrate. Surely not. Oh, that's an awful curve. There we go. It's a work day. It's a work day. I do. Oh, right. Fair enough. Rafe's story is about him trying to cause mischief because it's what he does, but he accidentally falls in love with a knight who helped him sneak into a castle he's definitely not allowed in so he can feed him info about the powerful dragon, his real self, but really all he's doing is feeding the knight's obsession with him. Ah, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, wait, hold on. I can do that. Way better. Yeah, like that. It's at a weird angle, though. 'Cause, 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 'cause Looks like a little face. He slowly starts to become a better person from it, but when he goes to tell the knight who he really is, the knight confesses to him and says he doesn't need to go chasing powerful dragons anymore, and Rafe gets mad because he's basically cheating on him with himself. Oh, right. He had his whole plan where he was going to confess his love in front of the statues of his parents, and then Knight fully ruined it. Ah, yeah. Tragique. So tragique. That looks like a shirt and tie. I'll do the patterns later. Kinda just needed to get the shape in. There we go. Fill that whole thing. I told you about how their eggs are created from two strong emotions, and his were pure love and feelings of inadequacy. Ah, okay. That makes sense. There'd be strong feelings of those. Right. Oh, jeez. It's a whole thing. It all just spirals back into him not believing he'll ever be good enough for Morgan. Ah, yeah. Okay, so it's just a self-feeding kind of thing. It's just a circle. You know, a spiral, if you will. Just feeds onto itself continuously forever. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, we're kind of going off script, off draft a bit, but I want to add a little bit of something. I'll need to add embellishment anyway. Just to give this a bit of dimension. Well, after the story ends, but they get better. Oh, they get better, but after the story ends. Okay. That's okay. It happens. Sometimes you don't get closure right away. Sometimes you gotta wait a little bit. Do the most basic kind of mountainous outlines for the distance. There you go. Yeah, keep it really simple for distant objects so that when they're filled in, they look like they're very far away. In this case, you just straight up don't get it because those parts of the story will never get released. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. If it's that far in the distance, then it's just subtly implied, right? Rafe's story was meant to end with the audience believing they died. Ah, okay. So, like, very, very performative in a sense. shit. Go. I may do. Yeah, just do that. Just trying to build a tree line just out the back of this space. Because I don't want it to all just be flat land currently. My bin never got emptied this morning. I apologize. I try not to get into deep political issues, but I'm mildly aggrieved. No, that's a big problem to have, that's for sure. Because you're just you're notorious trouble in your neighborhood. Is that potentially why? Notorious troublemaker, sheep boy. Known for being politically aggrieved. There we go. Me hiding everyone's bin. What? I'll be writing another strongly worded email. Ah, yes. You know, as you should. As you should. That one is very deserving of concern. Definitely. Should probably write to somebody. Let them know. You can't be ignored on that. That's for sure. It's the only way people get better at the jobs, you know, is if you complain really vocally about it as well. So make sure you do that. It's every citizen's right to have their trash emptied semi regularly. That is true. It is everyone's right. That's for sure. It's what your taxes go towards, you know? So I can understand why you would be annoyed. I mean, I was annoyed when my bins weren't emptied, and especially more so when my bin was stolen. It's very annoying. I should just quickly get rid of that so I can see what I'm drawing. Drawing too much with curves. Uh, we have our name on the bin now because it was previously stolen. That's how they know who we are, not to empty it. Yeah, I know their schemes. Yeah, that's annoying as hell. That ain't okay. Just do you like come on, just do the dang job. Empty the bin, you know? They should be doing it. It does like annoy me greatly that people like that garbage won't be collected or things like that. Or when garbage isn't collected or just anything to do with stuff like that where you are paying tax on this thing becomes very annoying very quickly if you're having to constantly manage it. Rats creating rats. Whoa, those are strong words here, mate. Sheep boy, them fighting words. We don't like rats here. We ain't fans of them rats. Got problems with them. Ooh, now you got me going. I'm getting heat up. Well, calm myself down momentarily. Yeah, yeah, fair, fair. Take take a breath, take a breather. They deserve it, but hey, find peace for yourself as well. Gotta have peace for yourself, you know. Just know that you're in the right about this situation, because oh, don't get me started about bins. Oh, there we go. Yay! Only war. There is no peace for Sheep Boy. Only war. Sounds like it. Sounds like you are constantly in strife, especially about bins. It's no peace. No peace for the Sheep Boy. That is the most crooked line I've ever done when it comes to a straight line. All I do is slowly refill it in on my way to fighting Sheep Boy War. And that's good. You got a supporter because Rafe loves a good fight. Oh, I don't like that. That felt like a messy line. Very messy line. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You'll never want for soldiers. In Grey Mouse's chat. Because Rafe loves a good fight. Two emails they can't ignore that. No. The most brutal of exercises. Two emails. Two whole emails. They can't ignore me forever. Is that? Yeah, there's more to add, but it's all secondary after the fact. Once everything is done. Yes. Yes. Now, I can probably there's more to fill in, of course, and I feel like I'm gonna be caught in the line work for a bit, but that's because it is a big piece, a big panel. Not the biggest I've ever had to do, but pretty big. So We also want to take our time with it. Anyhow. I'd pretend to be offended, but then I'd challenge you to a fight. No, it would just confirm what I said. Exactly. I know you. I know you well enough, Rafe. You love a fight. I won't even challenge him to a fight, just engage in fisticuffs. Yeah, and again, Cryo is violent. Cryo's just a violent hooligan. So, don't need to worry. I know Stranded would steer you towards peace, but not Grey Mouse, not in a Grey Mouse chat. Do you think drawings would help in the emails? Yeah, absolutely. Make them real angy looking drawings with little frowny faces and cross eyebrows. That only helps steer the argument. I wish to bathe. Draw me a bath. All right, on it. I will draw you a bath. Here you go. Here's your bath. Now I wish I could redeem warm up purely for the pun. That's pretty. I mean, that would be great. Not enough emails contain hand-drawn images these days. You're right. It loses a lot of the whimsy or the brutality that a nice little hand-drawn image does, like provides in an email. I can't provide them in like my work emails because that would be weird. But that's because society has steered away from the hand-drawn or the drawn illustrations in emails. It's a universal, deep-seated issue. It's even one of those fancy clawfoot ones. Of course, only the fanciest for Cryo. I shall bathe like the kings of yore. Is filthy, lukewarm, stagnant warm water before my wife and child. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bathe like kings. I get in before my wife and child. Yes, the way it was meant to be. Perfect. I might even include most of this in shadow, but that's because it just makes more sense. Makes the image look deeper. I just got Cryo sitting in a bath. It's needless. It's a needless illustration. Begone, Cryo. Erased. It's getting in the way. No, I'm joking. Then again, it was. I had to get rid of it. I can't keep that in the comic. Doesn't make sense. People will be like, why the grey deleted Cryo? He's gone. It's gone for good. No, people will be like, why the hell's there just a bath? Why is there just a bath in the sky of this one panel and then never shows up ever again? The hell is wrong with you, Grey Mouse? Then what am I to do? What am I to do but to cry? The way God intended before the filth and child reuse the water for cooking if they weren't too filthy. I'd let them wash first, but they always bathe later, so they are therefore filthy. Yeah. Well, magic bathtub with cryo in it. Yeah, it's gone now. Gone like one's hopes dashed into the breeze. One supposes. One assumes. Oh, keep tilting it. And I have not filled that in properly, so we're going to get a ton of black in the screen. Yep. Whoopsies. Tis I, Cry, the magic tub wizard. Mrs. Sheep has news. Ooh! Mrs. Sheep has news. What is the news? Not actually bin day today. Today is Monday. Ah! That is news. Tragic news, of course, because fully expected it to be bin day. Then whoops. But then, hey, no reason to be angry anymore, right? That's good. That's something. You may yet know peace, sheep boy. I need to get an email back. How do I rescind an email, guys? Oh god. Oh no, I shall grant you wishes three so long as they are bathing related. Ah, I may I bathe in the blood of my enemies. That's bathing related. You're like, well, technically it is. Just send another email like, oh man, sorry, my friend took my phone. My friend took my PC, my cat walked across my keyboard. I'm so sorry. But I don't really need to be sorry because I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It was hacked. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Ironclad defense. As per my previous email. Yeah. I hope they didn't try to sell you crypto or anything, like you make out as if you were genuinely concerned about the situation. Okay, let's get nice and close to these tents. This tent, not these tents. This particular tent. Well, if they don't empty my bin tomorrow, then I'm like a time traveler and my email arrived 24 hours early. They will have to do something then surely. True. I like those emails I get when I'm get with my old passwords and they tell me they have videos of me that they'll send my family if I don't send them bitcoins. Oh yeah, those classic hacks. Yeah. One time I emailed back asking if I could get copies so I could make an OnlyFans account. Oh my god. No, don't engage with them. Then they keep emailing because they have nothing better to do. They live in their mum's basement. They got nothing better to do. Which video was you? Yeah, which did you like more? Yeah, you don't want to engage with them. but I like attention and I also have nothing better to do. Okay, fair enough. You know what? In that case, you do you. I can't blame you for that. Internet safety wise, I'm horrified, but also, hey, it's your choice. Charge them for the free content. Yeah, you just go, the first one was free. Yeah. Well, that does not look good, so I'm gonna leave it. Oh, on prawn. No, firewall off Fridays are fun. They are. They would be. High energy, high octane. We spent like 2 weeks in Lumen's chat harassing us. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was good. That was a good time. It's just like, God, where do these people get off? Doing shit like that. Maybe they'll get money out of it. I know that's like where they get off, right? But like, just can't imagine being that big of a loser, you know? You catch my drift? Scammer, send me 2K in Bitcoin or I'll leak the video. Me. Then I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to send me Bitcoins for every video you have and every time you've watched it. Work keep telling me that firewall off Fridays isn't a thing, but I can see in their eyes the hunger. Yeah, exactly. They crave the fun. They crave the good times that you're having. They're jealous. The millionaire Lumen helped put a down payment on a fleet of trucks for my startup business. Amazing. I also love the way that's written. It kind of almost reads like Lumen's the scammer. Which wouldn't surprise me. That's very up his alley because he's scammed me before. Plenty of times. And Sal is a very rude man. That's true. Yeah, Sal is a very rude man. Yeah. None of this is news to me. Yeah, okay, cool. We've got the basic structure down for this tree. Is there anything I am missing? It looks like that's a no. There are people in it, but I might do them on a different layer. Just because I don't think there's a need to draw them all on this one layer when I could just fill in the background. That doesn't look right. Not doing that. There's so many people out there trying to contact you about missing Bitcoin. It's a huge deal. I'm currently waiting to hear back from 10 people after reactivating my accounts for 40k. I bet. Oh man. Man, it's just a mental world. Just all that Bitcoin seems mad, to say the least. Oh, ad coming up. Punga. Yeah, Punga and his ad warnings. Just goes straight back to bed afterwards. He's got a little like alarm clock that wakes him up, and then he warns us about an ad. Then he disappears. Like clockwork. Because it is clockwork. I think he actually uses Suiko's clock. Because Suiko is actually, on time a lot of the time. Never once seen Suiko be late for anything. Not yet. That is such rough line work. I have to go now. I'm supposed to be working. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Have a good day at work. I hope it all goes smoothly. I shared some of my leg workout because I can only share 10-second videos. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Keen to see it. Oh, jeez. I'm supposed to be sleeping also. Whoops. Yes, you sleep, Rafe. You get to sleep when you need to. Don't let me keep you. But hey, you're your own keeper. Can't be overtired. If you're gonna be overtired, I'm gonna be mad. I'll be very disappointed. Well, we got an ad starting in about 3 minutes. Prove it. Just kidding. I ain't your mum. I ain't your mum. You do what you like. Stay up as long as you want. Or don't. Just sleep in. Oh, I definitely can't sleep in. Prove it. Prove it by sleeping in. I dare ya. I don't actually. If you need to sleep and not sleep in, then you do it. Not if I want to play 2 D&D tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, fair. Then you cannot sleep in. You're right. You can't sleep in. You're gonna have to wake up real early. As early as physically possible. It's just how it's gonna be. It's my weekly therapy, and I need extra this week after last week's D&D. That's fair. That's fair. I've been getting really crap sleep lately because of it. Actually, sorry to hear that. It's not pleasant. Oh, there's the hole. There's a bloody hole in there. In it. Deal with that in a second. Let's do the sky. Uh, I'm trying to come up with an apology that sounds sincere for Nox. That could be tough. Like in character kind of apology. That could be tough. Is this right? So I go the other way. Certainly not that way. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Especially when it's not something he had any control over. Yeah, that's fair. That probably feels pretty rough as well. It can be very easy to feel kind of hard done by in that kind of a context as well. All right, but he views it as being too weak to protect the others, and that he deserves to be kicked out of the party for it. That's brutal. But hey, if that's what they believe, that's what they believe, you know? It's the same color. Just not. Protecting the party from himself was not on his bingo card. Yeah, fair, 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 fair. Never is, surely. Okay. Very Dr. Seussy kind of colors, aren't they? Oh, Jesus, it scared the hell out of me. It's gonna take a while to fill in these like white spots for this bit. That's for sure. There are plenty of like little pinching points that they're gonna just be color spots or openings, which is fine. And it's just gonna take a while to fix. How red is that? It's pretty red. Hey, hello, welcome back, Rathy. I've seen redder. That's good. Okay, then that's enough reason for me to keep going with it. How you doing, Rathy? Doing okay, you guess. Okay, that is something at least. It's not perfect by any means, but we will take it. Just finished watching Arcane. Ooh, okay. How'd you feel about it? What are your thoughts? You don't know. Okay. That's fair. I think it yeah. I haven't seen the second season, but I was on Instagram when it came out, so I've had it pretty much completely spoiled for me anyway. So, if you feel you want to talk about it, feel free to, just as a warning to everyone else in chat. If you haven't watched Arcane and don't want it spoiled, be wary. Don't think I like the ending. I've heard a lot of people talk about it feeling rushed, and I would hazard to agree because it's only 2 seasons long, so it can't get into that 3 act structure comfortably. I think if they'd just given it one more season, I think it would have been fine. I'm leaving. Just kidding. Yeah. I think from a fundamental standpoint, it was going to feel rushed because it is 2 seasons long. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not going to spoil anything. That's fair enough. But I get where you're coming from as well because I can definitely see that. And because of it being only 2 seasons long, they kind of have to really rush certain storylines. I just have questions that will never be answered. Yeah, that's fair. How's it going here? So far, so good. I may switch those colors out just because they feel a bit too circus tenty, but otherwise I like it. The red is staying, but I think maybe the white or the light blue will have to go. But yeah, doing pretty good. We're getting this page done. I'll zoom out for you. This is what, oh Jesus, this is what we worked on today. So not a lot, but good amount. And we finished page 1, which is good. All progress, no matter how small. I think I might actually need some horizon on this side as well. That's okay. I know that. A lighter red instead of light blue. That's not a bad idea. I like that. I like that a lot. You're so smart. Let me give that a tester. Actually, I could probably just switch like that. That's almost a, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a pink. You know what I mean. That is, the color-wise, great. The fill bucket-wise, horrifying. But it is quicker and easier to fix it that way than fill it in like a paintbrush. I like it. It's nice and a bit soft. Like, if I weren't to go with this one, I probably would go with just like a darker blue. Like, almost like a navy blue, almost, or a royal blue. Something dark. Because I think it's either, yeah, the lightness or the color. Either way, I think I'm happy with this. Not what I expected, but it works. Oh, as in like you were thinking more like still vibrant but lighter, as opposed to more pastel-y as this one is. This one's definitely more of a pastel red. It's just a pink, but still red. Let me zoom out. It may, yeah. I think that might be the cause, realistically speaking. Cause if I were to go with something like that, that's still a little bit too pastel-y. Maybe even just a subtle. That's maybe just too close to it. Why am I so speepy? Because it's really late there, so you gotta sleep. That was more what I saw in front of me. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I think if it's a subtle shift, I think it needs to be a more subtle shift, honestly, because I don't actually want the focus of this tent to be its pattern. Seems fake. What, that you're tired? You gotta go to bed. You gotta go to bed at some point. Gotta go to bed at some point. Otherwise, you get the grey mouse rage, and you don't want the grey mouse rage, do ya? This actually makes things easier. I should know how to work Clip Studio Paint at this point, but I don't, because I'm a fool. I think that's right, nice, yeah. Or that it's late, yeah, exactly. I agree with Rathy, and Rathy is pretty dang smart, so Rathy knows these things. You're not going to disagree with Rathy now, are you, Rafe? Huh? Huh? I feel like it's less circusy than the darker light with the darker light red. I agree. I agree. I think it's more. It's just like this is a tent, and I like that. you know. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down. It's like this is just a tent, And hey, we're gonna get circusy soon. So you'll get your circus fix. But it's also why it's like why I'm consciously aware of it right now is because we're gonna have a circus tent soon anyway. So I would rather we don't have another circus tent looking tent right before it. E. I agree with Rathy, but trying to figure out why you think I don't want to see Mouse rage. Why would he rage? Exactly. Good question. Why would I rage? I not be angry. I can't be angry. I am perfectly content. Think I'm gonna rage just 'cause y'all ask me to? Nay, I am not some little little performing mouse. Okay. And some of you should know what this is as well. If you've been looking at my blue sky, you'll know what this tent is. So I think the heavy use of red is probably for the best. Trying to find the right tool. Tent of slumber. Exactly. I don't know, you're a streamer, tent of slumber. I go take a spep inside. Oh no. Well, you can take a spep if you would like. You're welcome to spep in here. Just be aware that you might be asked to leave. That is all. You won't be killed or anything. You certainly you certainly won't be spun into silk by the silk spinners. That's surely not what's gonna happen. You'll be fine. Oh no. Oh no, I'm in danger. You're not in danger. They're not dangerous. To you. Think. I don't think they'd be dangerous to you. Forgot to plug in my good night headband. Oh no. That's not good. Certainly not a good night. Da da da. Well, what fun is that? It's a headphone headband that plays my binaurals. Oh, that's good. That's nice. It doesn't actually do anything, but it's part of my routine. So in a way, technically it does. Yeah, it still has a purpose, which is good. And if it helps you sleep, then it does have a purpose. Then surely the fact that you know it's not charged is gonna throw off your equilibrium. So you can't just trick yourself. Better charge it. And while it's charging, hydrate. Drink some water. Oh, speaking of, just perfect timing. I knew. I had a sense. It's hydration time for sweet baby Rafe. I knew. I just knew in my brain, in my little noggin. Sweet baby Rafe, drink time. You have tea. You're good. Good. I'm glad to hear that you're hydrating then. Also, have I stretched? I have not. And I will not. No, I will. Hold on. Let me take some time. Ooh. My joints. All my joints. They're jointing. They're joining back together. And I will not. Yes, and I refuse. I conscientiously object to stretching. I'm gonna just gonna cripple myself with sheer lack of movement. When I stand up, it'll sound like bubble wrap being crushed under an industrial press. No, I'm stretching. All the equipment is in the basement. Don't worry, I'll stretch him out. You better. Got my joint privileges taken. Yeah, you're losing your joints. Taking your joints. Give me them. Snatch them from your hands. Or from everywhere. Taking Rafe's joints. Rafe's going to bed. Rafe doesn't need their joints. Not right now. Till they wake up, they belong to me. Grummy Jim. I wasn't using them for much anyway. Exactly. They're mine now. I'll take them. Gonna eat all the, like, yummy marrow. Oh, wait, no, joints. They don't have marrow. Damn, why did I even bother? Why did I bother taking these? Don't have any of that delicious, delicious marrow. Yum, yum, yum. So I can munch upon. No. We don't need joints where we're going. Yes. Where we're going. The fridge. As in to be put in the fridge. Because you're essentially just a slab of unmoving meat. Yeah, I need some line work. Oh, hang on. How am I gonna climb the stairs? You aren't. Sorry to inconvenience you with my joints. Too late. They're mine now. Yum yum yum. I'm eating all the marrow in them. It's delicious. Yum yum yum. Yummy marrow in my tummy. Got it. You can't have them back. Sorry. Don't make the rules. I just keep the marrow. Ah, no, I made everything green. Delicious marrow. For the marrow gods. Again, there's no... Ah, shit. Again, there's no marrow in joints, as far as I can tell. Maybe there's a little marrow, but not that much, really. Yeah, cool. Problem solved. That's nice. It's like you made a deal with a witch. No, witch being Grey Mouse. You said I could have the marrow, so it's got a deal. Isn't it cartilage? True, there's no marrow in that, is there? Grey after making the rules, I don't make the rules. Well, it is one of my favorite phrases. That I don't make the rules, but I do in fact make the rules. Because I'm a little witch. Don't know what to do now. No. Just chill out, rest, and recover. That's what you should do. Just rest and recover. Yeah. Nice. Come and have an ice lolly. Exactly. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Take a little breather. But you don't want to be bored. You got any Apex to play? Or sleep? Or you do the big sleeps? Nap and recover. You got any soup? I know you're not allowed to go into the kitchen first off, but like if you got soup, you could maybe make soup. That's good recovery stuff. You have soup. Sure, I can always play Apex, but I haven't done anything else for the last few days or weeks. But I have soup, but I'm not leaving the chair again. Okay. What games do you have on your computer then, other than Apex? Play Cement. The hell is Cement? Sim ant? Like the an ant sim? A SNES ant simulator game from like a million years ago. Ah, well then in that case, maybe. Never mind, these isolates suck. Oh, tragic. What heartbreaking news. Wouldn't it just be ants if it was from a million years ago? Yeah, just go out and look at some ants. Watch ants. Oh well, it's snowing in Sweden, isn't it? So I don't think that's gonna happen either. That, nah, I think we're good for that. 1991. Oh wow, that did come out a while ago. Okay. The Last Berserker, Kazan, Baldur's Gate 3, Palia, Hogwarts Legacy, a few Assassin's Creed games, the Tomb Raider games, Overwatch, and a bunch more. AKA a million years ago. You calling me old, huh? Rafe, are you calling Wrathy old? I made Sweet Baby Rafe on Baldur's Gate, and he's a cutie. I do not doubt that. But you kind of skipped the question. Wrathy is a dinosaur. Got you there. To be fair, you are a dinosaur. Cute dinosaur. But a modern dinosaur nonetheless. Modernist. I'm not old. You aren't old. No. Just a dino. But a dino from this age. So definitely not old. Age doesn't mean anything to you though. There's not necessarily an ironclad defense. However, I trust. I trust sweet baby Rafe. Hold on, there's words going on. Well, actually, that's a lie. If you're under 24, I'm not going to be your friend. That's just weird. That's fair. That is a reasonable hill to die on, I think. He should not, in fact, he should not, in fact, trust sweet baby Rafe. I trust you. Sorry, I mean I trust you, sweet baby Rafe. Not your sweet baby Rafe. I don't trust anyone's D&D characters. There we go. Oh shit. No, we're good, we're good. Genuinely almost just filled in everything, which would have been awful. Oh, and of course Valheim. True, you do have Valheim. How far are you in Baldur's Gate? Because hey, that's a game you can sink your teeth into. Oh, that's good to know. Did I have a quick key? You haven't started. Well, hey, this now's as good a time as any. Plan was to play it on stream. Oh, since you were gifted the game. Never mind then. Then you probably don't want to play that yet. Hmm. Then what Assassin's Creed games do you have? Because those are pretty good and self-contained as well. Also, what's your favorite Assassin's Creed game if you've played them? All of them. Ah, what's your favorite then? Black Flag, without a doubt. Hey, me too. Black Flag is my favorite. And you know what to do. You know what to play. Gotta go sailing on those high seas to get that sickness out of your system. Gotta get out on the high seas. That's what it is. Gotta get the sea breeze in your hair and the smell of sea salt in your snoz. The first three will always have a special place in my heart, but nothing will beat Black Flag. I think I feel exactly the same, honestly. I couldn't agree with you more. Like, the first three, fantastic. Black Flag, though, is something else. So I was looking for a picture of Sweet Baby Rafe. Alas, you can usually trust my D&D characters. Rafe is my book character and wasn't meant for D&D. Well, they still in D&D, so I don't trust them. After that, I'd say Origins, Valhalla, Odyssey, and Mirage are amazing. That's fair. I kind of dropped off the the Assassin's Creed games after a while. I couldn't keep up with them, and then I was just like, I think I'm done. I think the last one I played was Origins. Yeah, Origins. Can 100% trust Nox? Then I choose not to. You're never done. They're amazing. They are amazing games. I love them, but I think I don't know. I don't think in recent years I've not been super compelled to play games, if you know what I mean. And I know what you're gonna say. What about Hades? Hades is a special case because Hades is fantastic, right up my alley, exactly what I want. But it's very hard for me to get into games. I think because I'm the kind of person who would much rather be working on something. I guess. Dragon Age Origins. Dragon Age Origins is good, and you have to play them. I have to. I have no choice. Right now, Nox is gonna cry. It's fine if obscure mouse doesn't trust them. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Wow, 4180. Apologies, I didn't catch that sooner. Thank you so much. Uh, we're not talking about Dragon's Age now, Rave. I know, but I heard Origins. My brain do a latch. That's fair. I wasn't gonna say anything. Yes, you don't have a choice. Okay, I will get around to playing all of them, but you'll have to be sitting in on that as well. Because I'm not going to do that by myself. I'm not going to do all those quests and collect those feathers by myself. Me too. You want to be there? You want to be there to watch me play Assassin's Creed? Dragon Age Origins is amazing too, but you can't compare Dragon Age with Assassin's Creed. Yeah, those are like apples and oranges. They're two completely different things. And I wouldn't say one is particularly better than the other. Though some games in each of them are certainly better than others. No, I wasn't comparing. Yeah, yeah. I know you weren't. Don't you worry. Both good games. So, game series is. But Rafe, not Rafe, sorry, Rathy. Can I not just play Black Flag again, and then be done with it and not play the others? I've played Syndicate. I've played um Origins. Yeah. No. Assassin's Creed is better because there are less spiders in them. I mean, sure, but like, spiders aren't that bad. And they shouldn't be that bad for you either, because I will keep you safe from them now. From now on, I'll eat the spiders that threaten you. Munch, munch, munch. What? Can I not just play Black Flag again? I want to sail the seas. Be a pirate. Gonna pretend like I didn't hear that? What? Ew. I'm a mouse. I'm a mouse. Gotta get my proteins in somehow. No spiders in the soup. Oh, they're definitely not going in the soup. That's for sure. They won't get a chance to go in the soup. Did not realize people were so averse to spiders. No spiders in the soup. Of course not. Keep away from my jumpy babies. Try my best. Can't promise anything. No, you have to play either Odyssey, Valhalla, or Mirage. Have to. Damn it. Well, I have been getting into Greek mythology because of Hades, so I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be against playing Odyssey. Spiders are fine. Eating them is gross. No. Eating them is fine. Surely. Give them a little munch munch. Right? Give them a little nibble. Good. How many jumping spiders do I own? Oh, you own a lot. More than one? You have it. Oh, can we? Yeah. No more talking about spiders. Doing a hard turn away. What is like the main overarching storyline for Odyssey, if I may ask? Wrathy? What am I doing? What piece of Eden am I finding? Uh, who are the Templars? Is it Patroclus or Achilles? Is Hercules in it? I must know. Who's the famous individual of note in Odyssey? Like Napoleon in Unity. You know, the mandatory one famous person from history. You get bit by a rabid pumpkin and have to steal an amulet to save yourself, but the amulet runs out of magic by nightfall and the rabies hits you. You become Pumpkin Boy Magoo, regaining pumpkin terror across the land. Oh, raining pumpkin terror across the land. That's a very interesting sidestep for what Assassin's Creed is known for. I'll admit. Wouldn't surprise me, but it is um unique to say the least. It's like that bit when Benjamin Franklin was in Assassin's Creed 3 and he was like, "Ooh, I've buried a bunch of bodies beneath my house," which is an actual thing, actual historical fact. They recently dug them up and found them beneath Benjamin Franklin's house. There's just a bunch. They found just a bunch of bodies or skeletons. You get to pick between playing as Cassandra or Alexios. Players control a Spartan mercenary who fights on both sides of the conflict as they attempt to find their family and eliminate the mysterious cult of Cosmos. Okay, interesting, interesting. Barely know anything about the Assassin's Creed games, but I never heard any of them described as such. They gotta be. They gotta keep getting more, unique and wacky. That's the thing about the Assassin's Creed games, because otherwise, how can we gain that intrigue? We need to know the intrigue. For some reason, they won't hire you, so I have so many poorly drawn storyboards. You know what? I respect that. I respect that of Ubisoft. Still don't know what to do. You're not playing Assassin's Creed? I don't want to pew pew alone. Fair enough. That is reasonable. Maybe later. That's fair. That's fair. I got an idea. I got an idea. I think my favorite part to read was Pumpkin Boy Magoo. Yeah. Let's play D&D. Not enough time in the day, Rafe. We can't play D&D. Not a bad idea, though. Shh. No. No. Oh, speaking of time, we got about 5 minutes. So, I should probably wrap up. Bippity boppity boo. Clicking on buttons. Taking a big poo. Tick, tick, tick. Yes, correct. Strap for time. Oh, stressed. Stressing. Answer me these riddles 3. How much time do you have left? 4 more minutes. I'm bereft. I don't know. Felt the need to make it rhyme. Unfortunately, Pumpkin Boy Magoo was gonna be my D&D, be in your D&D campaign. He was gonna be un the unintended, much beloved NPC of the group. Oh, the one who's like incinerated, to teach the party responsibility, right? Because you gotta have an NPC who gets like murked, erased. Do his friends call him PB for short? PB McG. It's just PB Goo. PB Goo. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Two minutes. We got time. Does it all need to be? I don't care for that. Just do a ring. Peanut butter goo. I'd play D&D with you any day, Rathy, or just put a character in the game for you as an NPC. One of them important quest givers. That'd be good. That's quite the honor. Quite the honor. Yay! Yippee! That'll take. Ooh, actually, ooh, yes. Boo buddy. This is a bop. It's kind of spoilers for a campaign nobody will probably ever see, but I have a world with a pit of despair, and it's claimed that you can't actually get out of it once you go down there. Okay. Curious to see where this goes. No, I'm joking. I mean, not that I'm actually, you know what I mean. I'm curious to see where this goes. There we go, better curve. Instead of leading to the Underdark, it leads to a prehistoric realm full of dinos. Hey, that's cool. Alright. We're done for today. Let us quickly save. And we're going to export this one. Export JPEG. And have to find the actual proper folder. Bippity, 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 bam bam, bippity, bam bam, bippity, bippity, I might filter rumors out in the world of dinosaur sightings because you can 100% get out of the pit. It's just really hard. Okay. That's wicked. Art by me, Grey Mouse. Grummy Jim. There we go. Alright, now let's see who to raid. Named it the Pit of Despair because a hole fell in while playing Minecraft. Ah. Yeah. That tracks. Oh, gonna definitely stretch after stream, that's for sure. If you want a chill Minecraft stream, I do have a suggestion. Ooh, lay it on me. It looks like the usual suspects today, so I wouldn't go against a recommendation. I died and put up a sign saying Pit of Despair, so I won't do it again. That's fair. That's fair. Thanks for the stream. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time. So thank you so much. Presently, I appreciate it. After doing it 5 more times, yeah, probably a good idea to put up a warning then. All right. Alora Luella. All right, let's jump in. Let's go say hi. Thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I will be back again tomorrow with some more comic. But until then, go with the rainbow in somebody else's day, because you've done more than enough here. Thank you so much, Starscape the Griffin, for the raid. And we shall make our way out. So until next time, bye.